Hi guys, hope you are doing fine today because I'm shooting this video while it's a quarantine all over the world, and I see a lot of strange posts for me from the girls who just know classic training, who just passed classic training, and they tell like, oh, I will practice my fans or I will buy the kit before my volume training. And my first question was, why? You're going to do the volume training, and a good school should provide you the kit, and a good trainer should make your hand work like it has to be with volumes. So today I would just like to share my thoughts about this topic, and maybe I will bring you some solutions to current questions and what to do. So first question that is usually in the heads, when to start volume training. I would do that after at least 1 month after classic. Even if you buy 2 trainings, if you study online, you better make your hand used to classic and moves and catch up with your timing, because with classic timing can get like 4 hours, 3 hours, and if you see that your timing is not more than 2.5 hours or maybe 2 hours for classic, that's amazing. Even if 3 hours, I would say 2-3 hours for classic set is the time when you can do volumes. It's just the physics, is just how our body is made. We need to make sure that, it's like in sport. If you cannot jump over the big, over something big, you need to start with something smaller and smaller and smaller, and this smaller is our classic. So we need to reach that time level when our hand is used to the moves, used to the supplies, used to the glue speed, and then we move to something else, because this will move us a little bit back in time. I mean, we will do it slower again. And even if you know volumes, maybe you will agree with me, because when you try to do something new, like new techniques or new supplies or new tweezers, and you try to do volumes, your sets for the first time can be longer again. Like if you did volume set for 2 hours and you bought new tweezer and tried a new technique, you will probably do the volume set for 3 hours or 3.5, or maybe even 4.5 hours. Of course you will catch up very fast, but that's how it works usually. So the next question, what to study online? I'm not speaking about online courses, because online courses of course have to have support, have to have feedbacks. Now it's the 21st century, it's not the 19th century when you don't have any feedbacks and you don't have online courses basically. Yeah. So what to study online? I would say that's a YouTube. First of all, you need to know how to do volumes already. So you already do volumes. That's the best condition when you can go to YouTube and try something new. Second condition is not to touch people. And here I mean, if you want to practice something, don't touch people unless you perfect your skill, unless you perfect your technique. And that is also what I require on my online courses. I would never ever let you go to the real person unless I'm sure you will do it safely. Like, technique can be bad, something can be not perfect, like fans can be ugly or styling is not perfect yet, but the most important is safety. So we need to know how to do it safely first. So what you actually can study online: new stuff, but only theoretically. Why is that? First of all, when you go to the normal training or you go to the normal online training, you you make some certain habits of how to work, how to hold your hand. So you need to make sure that your hand is having these correct habits to work with the supplies. Then you teach yourself and you get bad habits, and it's much worse to retrain your hand again and retrain your habits than to get new ones and correct ones. I was playing piano for 13 years. I know how it's done because it's very, very similar. It's also handwork, it's also the fingers moves, and yeah, pretty much it's very similar. And the second one is to understand what you need to do, because in many videos you can just watch YouTube for, I don't know, for a day, 2 months, year, but you will not get all the smallest details, all the tiniest tips that will let you know how to do it correctly. That's why online trainers don't give away all the videos for free. They just show how they do volumes, and you can probably find something useful in that videos, but they will never give away all the information that they have. Because when you train with someone, it doesn't matter if it's an online coaching or if it's a private training, one-on-one, live, you will get much more information. So make sure that you have the complete information, complete training. So you better get an online course first, if you cannot go to the live one. So I will give you the ideas, all the tips that you need to work. So habits and information. It's much more than you can see on the videos. What you see on the videos is just the result. It's like when you see that someone makes, I don't know, clothes, you will not be able to know all the information behind the skill. So that's my thought. And also about the kit. When you're about to learn volume, ask your trainer if they provide the kit, because you don't need to buy yourself the supplies to waste your money. That maybe you will just lucky, okay, you can be lucky and buy the good supplies, but that's a very, very small chance. And in good schools they will give you the whole kit that you will use while training and even start working. So make sure that you settle all the information with your trainer, with your school, or find a good online training as well. You're welcome to mine always. So yeah, make sure that you have support in the course, support after the course, make sure that you have kits, and make sure that you are able to ask any questions that will appear in your head during this training, and make sure that after the training you don't have any questions, concerns, and you're sure what you are doing and why. I hope this was useful. Subscribe my YouTube channel, follow my Instagram and Facebook groups, and feel free to ask any questions in my support group on Facebook too. See you guys!